All right. Hey, thanks for joining me on this one. We're going to dive into the STDN extension for Blockless Network. You're going to learn how to catch input going into your application. The reason we've designed the SDK the way we have is because we know that WASM supersedes Blockless itself as a network, and we want your applications to have longevity. So you write them much like you would any CLI or terminal or web application. So we're going to go ahead and dive into starting with scaffolding a project. Let's get going. All right, here we are at the base terminal, and we're going to go ahead and create a new blockless project. This is pretty simple to do using the CLI, so just follow along here. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in a little bit more here. All right, so using BLS function, you can check the help to see what kind of commands we have available there. But here we go, BLS function init. We're going to give it a name, and we're going to call it STDN. We're going to use the AssemblyScript, and we'll just start with the hello world. All right, now that we have this directory up, we can go ahead and hop in here with VS Code. And now we've got our base hello world. And we need to import our memory object. So in our SDK, we have a memory object that lets us interact with a few different items within the WASI structures. And now we want to get the STDN from that. So let's go ahead and get the input that's coming into the system. We're going to declare a new memory object and get STDN out of that. And then we will need to read that object. And that's it. We're going to start with a basic string. Because this is WASM, we kind of have to do a few more guards. So if STDN, then we can go ahead and operate on STDN. Let's go ahead and just console log that out. Okay, let's go ahead and build that function. Oops. And then we'll go ahead and invoke it. And we'll pass STDN in there. All right, so you entered hello there, and we've got hello world. Perfect. But maybe we want something more structured. So how can we pass JSON in here? Well, this takes pretty few changes. So let's import JSON as our STDN. Then if we have an STDN object, let's get a result from that. And then if the result exists, let's go ahead and log that as a string. All right. So we're going to go ahead and BLS function build again. And then we'll go ahead and BLS function invoke. And this time we're going to hand it some JSON. And there we go. We got our value hello. Cool. All right, and there it is. So in this video, you learned how to scaffold a new project using the name flag. So you could use the name of a project that you wanted to use for your folder. You learned how to import the memory module, and you learned how to get the STD object out as a string or JSON. Now, in your application, you may not use STDN at all. So let's try environment variables in another video. We'll see you then.